Hey guys, Axeltoss here with the latest MVP highlights. Last night we got to see community favorites battle it out in some amazing games. Our first match saw former Warcraft 3 dominator Grubby face off against the Brood War legend Stork. In Game 1, Stork pushed with Blink Stalkers, but Grubby met the charge head-on, won the ensuing Blink War, and took it all back to Stork's base to clinch the win. The second game saw a ton of drops from both sides, but Grubby quickly took the lead when he took out some key tech in Stork's base. The Dutchman would then overwhelm Stork and take the series 2-0. Day 3's second match pitted Root Gaming's Major against Sue from SKT1. Major blasted his way to a lead in the first game when he dropped the majority of the Zerg's Broodlords using only 3 Hunter-Seeker missiles. He'd repeat it in the final battle to seal the victory. Sue would go on to even out the score in Game 2. Utilizing excellent drop defense, he took control of the map and starved out Major before making his final push. The third series saw Boss Toss MC go up against SOS in both players' MVP broadcast debut. SOS attempted to bait MC out of his base and force field his own units in, but the Protoss president saw it coming. A small miss micro on SOS's Stalkers would be enough to let MC take the first game of the match. The second game saw SOS trap his first sentry in between buildings, which allowed MC's scouting probe free reign over his base. MC immediately caught his opponent's mistake, capitalized on it, and took the series 2-0. Match number 4 had two-time MLG winner Huck from Team Evil Geniuses taking on KT roster's Crazy-Hydra. Huck put the pressure on early with his Zealot harass. Crazy-Hydra then flexed his Infestor muscle and took out 5 back-to-back War Prisms using his Infestor's neural parasites and a little creativity. The Zerg then loaded up his ground army, dropped into Huck's main, and escaped through the Nidus Worm. The Canadian pushed back the attack and muscled his way through a wall of Spines, Broodlords, and Infestors to take Game 1. In Game 2, Huck attempted early pressure again, but Crazy-Hydra held, forcing the match to go into the mid-game. When trying to expand to the middle of the map, Huck couldn't hold the Zerg's almost endless waves of units and tapped out. Last night's final match saw Crank face off against Light. In Game 1, Light started with a bunker all-in, a move that required him to pull a ton of SCVs with his Marines. Although he did succeed in taking out Crank's second Nexus, the attack was not a death blow. Crank would come back by breaking out of Light's contain and dropped into the Terran's main while pushing the front. After successfully breaking through Light's defenses, Crank secured the first game of the series. In Game 2, Light's push up to Crank's natural would not succeed, to give Crank the flawless 2-0 victory. At the end of Day 3, Flash and Rain topped the Pro League leaderboard with 11-1 records. North America's Vibe sits at the top of his region's division with a score of 5-7. Major and Hawk trail with 4-8 records. Finally, Grubby and MC lead in the European and Korean divisions. Grubby holds at 4-2 as a result of his victory over Stork, and MC scores at 9-3, the best record of any non-Pro League player. Guys, don't forget to grab your pass and check out the next broadcast airing exclusively on MajorLeagueGaming.com/MVP.